Hey everyone! So I know I'm not going to be streaming this Saturday, unfortunately. So I decided that I'm going to pre-record Honkai Star Rail, and the reason I decided we're going to pre-record Honkai Star Rail is because so much stuff has happened. It's about time that we catch up. So here's what my thinking is with this: is I play as much as I can with the main story. That way the main story's out of the way. Anybody who wants to watch the main story can watch the main story. But anybody who just wants to join in on stream for when we do things like Swarm Disaster or Golden Gears, and more up-to-date stuff, which is what I really want to do. I wanted to do that with this game when it first came out. But unfortunately, just with other games that I wanted to play and, streaming schedule and stuff, it just didn't happen. So this will get us pretty far, at least far enough into the story where we can venture out and do other things. Like I'll feel more comfortable doing things like Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears on stream instead of doing the story, because up till now I've been very pressured, not by anyone really, just by myself, to do the story, because I'm like, I want to stream this game and do the side content that everyone kind of wants to see, or at least that I assume everyone wants to see, because that's what other streamers streaming Honkai Star Rail are doing, So I was just like, let's just do the story. I can't stream this weekend anyway. At least I don't think I can. So I'm just gonna do what I can in Star Rail. We're gonna get through the story, and it's gonna be a fun time, So let's get to it. As you can see, I have been farming and playing just to kind of keep us as close as I can to up to date with the game, so that way when we come to a challenge, we're not blocked behind the adventure rank. Oops, I already went there. Oh, that's why. Oops. So that's kind of what my thinking is how we'll go about that. So last we left off, I think we had just gotten on the Laofu. Let's heal up, because as you can see, my last farming run didn't go quite well for me. What was I even trying to get? I think I was trying to prepare for Zuei. I really want Zuei. And Ruan Mei, but I think I had a lot of actually here, let's go ahead and clear out notifications. I think I had a lot of the Harmony pieces, and that's why I went for Destruction, because I didn't have as many of those. But yeah, I was like, I can't stream this weekend, and I didn't know what to stream. And oh, Hoyo Fair, that was so good. If you guys haven't seen the Hoyo Fair, they did one half Genshin and the other half Star Rail, and it was so awesome. The Genshin one, I feel didn't have as much that because Lunar and I we're usually pretty good with the Genshin stuff. Or the Genshin stuff is usually really good. And not that it wasn't this year, it's just I think there was a lot this year that we didn't connect with as much this year as we usually do, or at least with this one. But they still had some stellar animations. There was the Nahida versus Farina. They had is it Dillingu? I think that's his name, or their name. They did the it was a Navia and Zhongling in a cooking contest in the Future Fontaine or something. They do such a good job with their animations. I think they used to be a Ruby animator. I feel like I read that somewhere. And the art style is very reminiscent of Ruby. So it was good. I gotta say, Genshin had some good ones, but I think the Star Rail one took the cake this time. Especially there was an animation called Funny Bone, and I highly recommend, even if you don't want to sit through all of Hoyo Fair, just look up Hoyo Fair 2024 Funny Bone. It's a song, and it's, oh man, it is so good. Lunar and I have not stopped just gushing over that song. I think we've watched it 3 more times since then. Look, everyone needs help. We'll go Sushong, because she's kind of our good girl. It's been so long that I forget who I guess I know I have you built, but you're not very strong. Pela's, where's Pela? Yeah, Pela's okay. Can we upgrade? Well, we can upgrade a trace. Deals 20% more damage.
This is valuable intel.
I like Pela a lot. I guess this is the team we'll go with. Actually, you know what? We don't really have a shielder, do we? I don't think we've really seen Japard have a whole lot of action. But he's not built yet. That's why I haven't been using him, right? I mean, he's kind of built. We'll just go with what we got. If we need to change it, we'll change it. But we gotta be Gamer Girl. That's a funny story, too.
You know, you sound sweet.
So I'm playing a Hyperdimension Neptunia game for the first time ever. And I gotta say, it's been quite the fun time. I haven't played very much. I think I played like the first like 15 minutes because there was another game that I was like, I had stopped playing another game to play Hyperdimension Neptunia because I was curious about it. And so I was like, I wanted to go back to that other game because I really wanted to try Neptunia. So I was just like, I'm gonna try it and see how it is. And I was not ready for like the main character of the game to be voiced by Silverwolf's voice actress. And when I tell you that I like as soon as I heard her like third voice line, I was like, is that Silverwolf? And I dropped like my Switch. Lunar was next to me. He's like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I'm like, I need a thing. I need to look up a thing. And I was like frantic over it. So it's been hilarious because it's like, it's just like listening to a trolly Silverwolf and I'm in love with it.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
I guess we can only move it to the right. I don't really, I guess we, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a puzzle segment, which is fine. I like puzzles. I feel like I saw something. Did I not? I guess not. I don't even remember. Oh, it was a gameplay tutorial. I was like, I know I saw something I needed to look at, but I don't know what it was. It was a gameplay tutorial that I already know because I've seen this before.
You mentioned the Stellaron.
You work for the Skyfaring Commission, so I assume you're aware of its destructive power.
Yes, I am. As an ambassador, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion.
I'm curious about that. Because they don't seem to like really make it out. Or like, at least not in this point in the game. I feel like the like Stellaron corrosion just seems very isolated, you know? Because like Belobog had no idea what was going on. I mean, like the people kept them from it. But I know that at some point, with everything with Topaz, we're supposed to kind of see like how Belobog was in the past, I think. I've seen cutscenes and stuff, but I just haven't like, I'm not sure.
Nice. Let's do it again.
All right. I do know that dungeon back there, because I looked it up one time, and this dungeon was the one that I need to build Japard, so now we can finally build a little Jeppy out. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to avoid some battles. Let's see if we can avoid some battles. It's not like regular RPGs where like we have to battle as much as possible to keep up with the game. So let's maybe skip a battle or two.
Wow. What an amazingly ordinary find.
Get ready and watch your backs.
Do we have anyone? Let's see. We have Pela, but she isn't all that strong at the moment. We could do Japard. Or Don Hung. Where's Don Hung? It could be better, I feel like. Compared to like Silverwolf and Sushong. Oh my word. I had forgotten about that. Let's see. We'll just go in with the team we got. Actually, let's do this. Let's level up some of Pela's relics, even though I'm pretty sure I don't even know if these are good relics for Pela. I just threw them on, I think, because I needed relics on her. But then I didn't level them up like a goofball. Let's try to save some resources because we're going to be building Jeppy at some point, and I want to make sure we have the relic materials for that. So what did I do? Oh man. There we go. You know, just a little enhancement just to give her some... Actually, we'll put her speed pretty high. Why not? Oh, that's as high as it goes. Okay. Oh, well then why don't I just do the other 2-star or 3-star one to that, since it's not really going to require a whole lot. It's just a level 9. That'll be fine. Pela. I love the face she makes when she does that.
I won't surrender.
Yeah, we'll just... Can I debuff? Let's just debuff. I know what Silverwolf's debuff does, but I actually don't know what Pela's debuff does.
This is double speed.
Because they don't really teach it to you in a good way. Like, they're literally like, oh, Pela's debuff, like, you see that stoplight robot that just, like,
Enemy targets detected.
it was like the stoplight robot that, like, barriers itself when it attacks. It was like, did you see that? You can actually dispel debuffs with Pela. And I was like, oh, no way. And then I realized you can dispel the debuff the exact same way with any other character.
That's better.
So I never understood why that made Pela so special. So I don't really know what... How about we go back? Oops. Maybe we do need Japard. He seemed to hold his own pretty well. Let's just throw Japard in. Let's see what happens. He does do a good job. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Oh wait, that was a stagnant shadow. Let's get that waypoint unlocked. One thing I still have problems with in this game is like what... I have problems building characters in this game. Oh, hey, no, don't see me. Now you can see me. Like, I have problems building characters in this game. It's so easy to do in Genshin because there's only a few stats you need to worry about. But in this game, there is a little bit of, like, a technicality to some of these effects. Like, there's more to focus on, I think. And that's where I'm having a problem with it. Is I don't know how to focus on which one gets you the damage output you need.
This is double speed.
Hope you're prepared.
Let me through. You're not going anywhere.
I don't know why in the world I didn't bring Japard in the first time.
Time for a fun. Naughty child. Nap time.
Hey, now we have a shield.
Forged in ice. Never falters.
Just a little something. Nothing else.
You have my gratitude.
Yeah, I also thought about, like, only doing enough of the story to get, to justify doing the extra stuff for the rest of these videos. That way we, like, people who want to see the story on stream aren't going to miss a whole lot.
More enemies.
Yeah, let's do it. That was a gamble, I just realized. I could have taken the quantum
That'll
weakness
take more
right
than
out
enough
of it. Oops. Oh well.
In the name of Len.
Yeah, my Japard needs a lot of work. I gotta figure out, Lunar has like the best Japard I've ever seen.
Want to see what I can do? You're not going anywhere.
Hope you're prepared.
So I gotta figure out how Lunar built her Japard so that I can build my Japard the same way.
This combat needs. This is double speed. Let me through.
Alright, so we'll still have enough to heal Japard after this, so.
Time for a shot. That's better.
You have my gratitude.
Can I have fun this time?
Yay! And that's without planar ornaments.
Finally! Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way. Oh, my beautiful tail.
I can confirm that is a very annoying problem.
We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about.
Because, like, at a certain point, people start yelling at you for shedding, and you're like, no, I'm not shedding, I'm just anxious. Yeah, anyone got a license for this thing? I feel like that's what we should ask.
Don't fret. All Amakassadors know their way around a star skiff. I was perfectly calm until she volunteered to help. Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
Undelivered letter. Why did we get the undelivered letter? What is this? Turn the compass to align the inner and outer rings. Oh, so it's just like a turnkey puzzle. Right? Yeah, we just rotate the different sides. Let's turn this one, just see what happens. Oh, that one's easy. Is that a common chest, or is that like higher than that?
Not a bad time.
Okay, it is higher than a common chest. I was like, I did all that for a common chest.
Stingy chest.
Even Silverwolf was like, nah. I got some Dr. Pepper nearby. I started drinking that really, so like it's kind of like in the morning right now that I'm recording this, and I just got thirsty and like super early, and I was just like, I'm gonna start a Dr. Pepper.
The Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Cienjo Lofu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Lofu. As the biggest port on the ship, Starskiff Haven is governed by the Skyfaring Commission too. You definitely sound like a... what was it again? Oh, Hammy Cassider. By which I mean, nice speech. That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally, I'd be a good host and take you around, but these are difficult times. Let's head to the Palace of Astrum first and report your arrival to Madame Yukong. Palace of Astrum? Right there, the tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry, we haven't got much time.
I guess what's the hurry?
I don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, I wouldn't want to be around for the consequences. Sounds scary. I thought you said she was kind-hearted.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you can inform Madame Yukong of our arrival first, we'll meet you at the palace entrance later.
Very well.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her. I've spent too long on the bench. Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead.
That Tinkyun was a sly one.
That might be a little harsh, but she does put her own interests first. She did the right thing by not trusting us initially. We were an unknown quantity to her. As for the rush, my guess is she's just eager to get us out of her hair and further up the chain.
That Yukong sounds like a tough lady.
It'll be all right. We're not trying to stand in her way. We have nothing to hide from her.
We didn't have anything to hide in Bellabog either.
March 7th is like, yeah, that has never helped before.
Not so fast. I need to give you two a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be without risk. We need to be prepared and take it seriously.
She is a top Xianzhou leader. Oh, Mr. Yang, do you think this could be Bellabog all over again?
You saying that Madame Yukong is the new Madame Cocolia?
No, the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely have a string of difficult questions for us. Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who leaked their information to us? Careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would make things much harder for us.
Aw, crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know it.
Mr. Yang should do the talking. That's probably the safest option.
Good idea. We can be his cheerleaders in the background.
Let's not do that. Don't worry. We'll find a way through. Let me do the talking.
He's like, oh great, I'm the chaperone here. Was it just me or did that look pixelated? Benefactor, I'd like to ask you something. What is it? This may be disrespectful, but I'm very curious. Is the Express really here just to help the Xianzhou Laofu solve the Stellaron problem? Yeah, why? After all, people who help others without thinking of compensation or risks during the dangerous trips across the cosmos is rarer than air in vacuum. When the higher-ups of Xianzhou first heard of your reasons for coming, they thought you were here either to seek immortality or the Stellaron. Seek immortality. Seeking immortality is absolutely forbidden on the Xianzhou, no? Yes, as the home of long-life species, countless elixir seekers from all corners of the universe come to the Xianzhou to reenact bygone histories. You're typing too fast. And discover the secret of the Xianzhou residents' immortality. Apologies, I may have crossed the line. I don't know why I said all this. I have absolute trust in your sincerity, Benefactor, but the powerful masters are bound to think more than a pawn like me, so please be careful. One moment. Okay. I don't think I finished my thought earlier about, like, Bellabog. So here we clearly see the Stellaron. Oh, can I not go this way? Sorry, this place has been sealed off. Please go another way around. A giant mechanism of some sort. It looks like a scroll. Interesting. Like, is the Stellaron, like, do they just appear and people know about it, or can it be stealthy, right? Like, can it just kind of just not really just like appear and then everyone not know that it's there? Because apparently, I mean, like in Bellabog, they kept it secret for how many years? And no one really knew about it. So it's kind of like, can that happen elsewhere? It seems like the Xianzhou like almost immediately knew it was there. right? Because it started causing issues. So does that happen like all the time, or is there ever an instance where the Stellaron just doesn't, like, people just don't know it's there? I'm curious about that.
Oh, you're here already. Sorry to keep you waiting. Madame Yukong is expecting you.
Are you not coming?
I've brought the Madame Helmmaster up to speed. It's over to you now.
It kind of makes me think of like the Gnosis in Genshin. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Report the losses to General Jing Yuan and find someone from the Divination Commission. I can't just stand there watching while we deal with this mess.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Greetings, guests from the Astral.
Wait, we get a free one of her, right? We gotta do something. I'm gonna look it up now.
Ting Yun has informed me of the purpose of your visit. Receiving guests isn't normally one of my responsibilities.
I'm so glad it's you.
But since you know about the Stellaron and have stated that you want to help the Law Fu, I thought I should at least meet you in person
Would you like to go for coffee?
and politely decline your proposal.
Well, you didn't have to shoot me down like that. Just... okay. It's alright. I have Silverwolf. She respects. I was gonna say she respects me, but then I'm like, this wasn't an issue of respect. Decline?
The Xianzhou Alliance knows what a Stellaron is, and is more than capable of handling it ourselves. We have been around for over 8,000 years, and weathered countless dangers and crises. While the situation is serious, we have more than enough resources to spare. Outsider help is not needed on this occasion.
No, you don't understand. I'm the main character. I have plot armor. Like, you can send wave after wave of people towards that thing and they will die. But once I show up there, like, I will come close to death, get a new power, and then, like, save the day. So, just throwing that out there that you could save a lot of lives if you just sent me now.
You are guests from afar. There is no reason for this matter to concern you. Am I making myself clear?
That was corporate speak for GTFO.
From what we've gathered, the influence of the Stellaron can still be contained. If we can locate it in time and contain it, it's possible that we can restore any space and any individuals affected by the corrosion. We have experience in preventing Stellaron disasters, and we've only come here to lend you that experience.
I've said this and I'll say it again. This is an internal affair of the Xianzhou Alliance, and there is no need for the Astral Express to get involved. I decided to arrange a meeting with you as a gesture of respect, but my decision is final.
But...
Never mind, Mr. Yang. If the Xianzhou Alliance say they can handle it, then we're wasting our breath. Let's go.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
What? What? We don't want you here, but don't leave. Are you serious?
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
It's only been a few days since the presence of a Stellaron was detected on the Law Fu. Starskiff Haven has been under full lockdown. No one has been permitted to leave. How did you come to know of the incident? And what led you to conclude that it was linked to a Stellaron? I acquired the access history of Starskiff Haven. Not long ago, someone hacked into the system and opened the Jade Gate, before guiding you, the Astral Express, into our territory. The hacker was skillful and even taunted us with her seal. Her name is Silverwolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters.
Aw, she helped us.
What say you in your defense?
She is my gaming buddy, so can't throw her under the bus. I guess they want to, I feel like we can reverse psychology this, right? Like, so say like the Stellaron Hunters want to use you to take us out. Like, we're just like, wait, isn't it obvious? They're just trying to pit us against each other, and that'll like will plant enough seeds of doubt. Or maybe the Stellaron hunters told us to come here. Maybe being so blatantly honest is a stupid idea, and then they're like, wait, we'll think rationally about that. No, that's not going to happen.
You are forbidden from leaving the Skyfaring Commission until the aforementioned questions have been investigated.
Don't be too harsh, Yukong.
Ooh.
If this gets out, the whole galaxy will think the Alliance has forgotten how to treat our guests.
General Jing Yuan.
It's very unlikely that the Express is
I
joined
like him.
forces with the Stellaron hunters. They are mortal enemies, after all. Apologies for interrupting your meeting. My name is Jing Yuan. I'm the general of the Cloud Knights here on the Law Fu.
General, this is an internal affair for the Law Fu.
I fully agree with you, Helm Master Yukong. This is indeed an internal affair. I am sorry, guests of the Astral Express. It is true that there is a Stellaron on the Lo Fu, but I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer to help resolve the issue. This is a Xianzhou matter, and it is our responsibility to handle it. Of course, it would be inappropriate of me to let you return without something to show for it. While I cannot accept your help with regard to the Stellaron, I do have a favor to ask. Please, after you.
It's okay, Yukong.
The Astral Express. I must confess that the train's reputation precedes it, such that it is often close to my thoughts. How delightful to come face to face with its passengers.
Frightfully delightful.
It's an honor to meet you, General. May I ask what the favor you spoke of is?
Where's March?
A matter that requires capable people such as yourselves. We captured a member of the Stellaron Hunters a few days ago, who goes by the name of Blade. During our investigation, the Divination Commission, the department in charge of intelligence processing, intercepted a transmission sent out by his accomplice, Kafka, who has managed to hide aboard the ship. As for where that transmission was destined...
The Express.
I have some knowledge of your relationship with the Stellaron Hunters. The Divination Commission is convinced that you made an alliance with them. I say that's impossible. The crew of the Astral Express are honorable people whose valiant deeds are lauded across the universe. There must have been a misunderstanding.
This feels odd. Did you know, like, so in this sentence structure, I don't know if you noticed this, but kind of like good cop, bad cop, right? Like, we show up, Yukong's like, hey, you're suspicious. I'm going to interrogate you type thing. Like, you're not allowed to leave. You're a criminal. Like, she, like, hounded us, right? But then Jing Yuan shows up with his, like, soft-spoken voice and is like, oh, don't worry. I believe you. Clearly there has to be some mix-up here. Like, look at this. The crew of the Astral Express are honorable people whose valiant deeds are lauded across the universe. He didn't have to throw that in. If you omit that sentence, this still makes sense, and it sounds more like he's getting down to business. That he says that it's impossible. There must have been a misunderstanding. He threw that in there intentionally. This boy's buttering us up. What's he buttering us up for?
I came to the conclusion that the communication must have been an attempt by the Stellaron Hunters to sow dissent between us.
And see, given our options, we clearly fell for it. I feel like, I'm not sure. It just feels off. I feel like we're being played here.
We can handle the Stellaron, but it will take time and will require the bulk of the Cloud Knights on the ship. It is this Kafka that concerns me. The longer she stays on the ship, the bigger the threat she will pose. Since the Stellaron Hunters lured you to our ship, we shall move with the current. You are hereby authorized to do as you deem fit on the Lofu, with the goal of bringing Kafka out of the shadows and under our control. Doing so would clear the misunderstanding between us, reveal the true intentions of the Stellaron Hunters, and
help us understand their connection to the Stellaron burst. What say you, my astral guest?
What do you think?
I mean, we don't really have a choice. We either are forced to stay on the Lafu and help, or we don't help and everyone dies. But we're still on the Lafu. Like, I don't think we can leave no matter what, so we don't really have a choice.
Of course you do. You can be strangers and simply walk away. But I feel you wish to help the Xianzhou. The Lafu never fails to reward that which is given.
I feel like we played our hands too early, right? Because he just said, I feel like you want to help the Lafu. Like, almost as if he can sense our desire to help, and I'm kind of like, we played that in front of Madame Yukong. Like, he could have easily been listening, I feel like. I don't think he's bad. I just don't... He's buttering us up, which is... I guess, like, think of it this way. He's playing to all of our strengths. Like, he knows what... He's hitting us in the right spots. And he's just, like, to get us to say yes.
Okay.
But in reality, we've just not been given a
deal,
choice.
I shall notify Yukong that all intel is to be shared with you, and that our best personnel are to aid you in your search. If there's anything the Skyfaring Commission or the Cloud Knights can do for you during your stay, don't hesitate to make it known.
The chat concluded and Welt shot you a covert gesture. You understand that this is the crew's own discussion time. Did we just not trust March? Is that why she wasn't there?
I've heard of you. The Alliance is very interested in the Astral Express.
About Blade.
Blade is wanted by both the Corporation and the Alliance. I'm afraid I cannot comment on his file.
About Kafka.
There are 5 known members of the Stellaron Hunters. Elio is their leader, but always stays behind the scenes. Most of the operations are led by Kafka. Had the Divination Commission not intercepted her encrypted transmission, she would have remained undetected for much longer.
Once we catch the Stellaron Hunter.
Bring her to us.
Oh, that was it? Oh, Kafka is good at controlling the people around her.
Ordinary means may prove futile when it comes to this individual. But the Divination Commission has...
Oh, oops. I
Don't
thought you finished.
misunderstand me. The Xianzhou does not engage in torture. Retrieving intel does not necessarily involve the use of violence. In any case, you can deliver her directly to us. Once we learn something, I will share every piece of information with you.
Can they not use the Divination Commission to figure out where Kafka is?
If things go as planned, I would love to find the time to sit with all of you and hear about your experiences among the stars. My responsibilities to the Xianzhou have meant that I haven't had the chance to travel in many years. We had heard nothing of the Express for a long time. It is heartening to learn of its continued journey along that starward track. I have other matters to attend to. Goodbye for now.
Unless, like, divination in this game works the same way as, like, astrology in Genshin. Because I remember in one of the summer events, Mona said something about, like, you can't really choose what you see in astrology. You just see, like, you can pick the subject, but you can't really pick the material all that well or something like that. I forget what it was. But I wonder if it's kind of the same way. Like, they can't really, like, they could choose to find Kafka, but they could only see, like, at a specific point, and she may not be there type thing. I want to talk to you, pretty lady.
Seeing as the General gave the order, the Skyfaring Commission will lend you our full support. The Stellaron Hunter investigation is in your hands now. I'll issue you a pass so you can access the facilities around Starskiff Haven. As for personnel, the skyports are currently all under maintenance, so we're thinly stretched. What I can do is send Tingyun as your guide. She'll take care of you during your stay.
Can you guide me? You're so kind. I mean, you weren't a minute ago, but, like, now, you are kind to me. I can't wait to get her as a character.
I think we only scratched the surface of this General Jing Yuan.
Do you think there's something strange about him?
I don't know about strange, but my gut tells me something is off.
That's what I'm saying. He was flattering us.
That's it. A minor detail, but curious. He avoided talking about Blade. Since
Oh,
the
did he?
Cloud Knights have already captured a Stellaron hunter, why not use him to get to Kafka? Why rely on us? The Xianzhou is reluctant to involve outsiders in the Stellaron disaster, so why is it so keen on letting us capture a Stellaron hunter?
Could Blade have escaped?
Yes. The only sensible conclusion I can draw is that Blade had already escaped when Jing Yuan spoke to us, provided they even captured him in the first place. Therefore, given our connection to Kafka, we represent the only way of luring the Stellaron hunters in. That's why he asked for our help. He didn't want to let anyone else find out that Blade had already escaped. Now that we've figured that out, perhaps we can get closer to the core of what's happening here.
Oh, Tingyun's in here? Oh, there's March. What have you been doing all the way over here? Have you been looking at Yukong and admiring her from afar without me? No, you're... I don't know what you're looking at.
What do you make of this Jing Yuan?
He's pretty handsome. He is, though.
I'm not asking about that. Although, you're not wrong. He's much easier to
You have
talk
good
to than
taste,
that
March.
Yukong. Their attitudes are so different. Maybe that's why she's only a helm master and he's a general.
Wonder where Tingyun's at.
Master Diviner, you heard our discussion. What do you make of it?
Wait, people were listening in on that? See, I'm like, I don't trust him.
What do I make of it? The way of heaven is apparent, but the heart of humanity is often deceptive. Are you asking me to divine their true intentions?
That won't be necessary. The crew has nothing to do with the incident. Of that, I am almost certain. It isn't their intentions that trouble me. All I want is for them to lure out the one we're after.
Wasn't that my idea, General?
Indeed. Your counsel has always been a great help to me. You may use your discretion on the matters ahead of us.
Why don't you retire early and I use my discretion full time?
It is still too soon, unfortunately. If something goes wrong, you'll need a general to take the blame. How could I simply walk away and put you at such risk?
If you'd brought me that blade earlier, none of this would have been necessary. Wait, what are you up to exactly? Xingyuan, did you let him escape on purpose?
Oof.
Me? I had no idea he might escape. Unlike you, my gaze never travels beyond the horizon. I take full responsibility. The Cloud Knights failed in their duty.
I can understand. There's a lot to take care of on the Xianzhou. You were bound to miss something. Thank goodness I'm here. On that note, perhaps it's about time you finally nominate me as your successor when the Six Charioteers next convene.
Yes. I have to go now. I'll leave this in your overwhelmingly capable hands, Fu Shen.
Oh, I think I did that too
There are
fast.
three things in the world that I can't seem to rid myself of. The troubles of the Xianzhou, the papers on my desk, and the weeds in my garden.
General, Diviner Fu wants the general's position for herself. Everyone knows that.
She is very capable, but her intellect is burdened by a quick temper. I'll retire when she's achieved a better balance.
This Stellaron thing is easy. Blade escaped. Now we gotta go get him. Just say the word, and I'll solve this in a flash.
I can understand your impatience, and I know you want to prove yourself. Now is not the time. If you truly wish to become sword champion, you shouldn't be running around brandishing your sword at people, especially not a major criminal.
You think I'd lose to Blade?
I'm saying you need to have patience, Yanqing. Governing Xianzhou is different from a sword fight. The only way to build momentum is to work slowly. Besides, we still don't know who's really moving the chess pieces. There is something we must take care of before making our next move. As long as it remains unresolved, we're at a stalemate. That something is the Stellaron. How did it manage to bypass the Skyfaring Commission's inspections and the Divination Commission's predictions? Where is it now?
I say we bring those two Stellaron hunters before Diviner Foe. She'll get an answer out of them in no time.
I've asked our friends from the Express to take care of that for us. Worry not, you'll have your moment when the current stalemate is broken. You are my most trusted aide, and there are some things that I would only assign to you. Speaking of which, Yangqing... that boy. I suppose it is my fault. I should have given him an opportunity already. A sharp sword can't stay sheathed forever. My fear is that this might prove too big a setback. Bigger than his exuberance.
But I knew that there was something he was plotting there, but like I said, I don't think he's evil. He's just got his own thing that he's doing. Seems like you'll take a bit longer to chat with Madame Yukong. I'm gonna go have a stroll outside. Once you're done, you can find me at the docks. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here for now, because I'm thinking about, because I was like, this is gonna be long, and I didn't want to just drop a bunch of long videos. Or really just one, like, super long video. So I'm gonna split this up, right? So for me, this is literally gonna take place over the course of, you know, like a couple of hours. But for everyone else, this is probably gonna go out one a day. So that's it for now. Let me see what I unlocked here. Level up a relic. Oh, we did do that, didn't we? All right, well, I will see everyone next time. You know, it'll just be the next video. You know, like I said, I won't be streaming this weekend. If I do, then obviously, like, I'll, you know, post something on Twitter on the community page, which, sorry, I haven't been up on the community page, or really on Twitter very much. It's just kind of been a week where I just haven't really been able to get on Twitter as much. Hoping to fix some of that, just because I do kind of enjoy being on Twitter, and I want to, like, be more interactive on there, because my original purpose for it was that was the platform where you interact with Shinji AFK, so to speak. So yeah, that's my plan. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I guess I'll do the usual YouTuber thing. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you like the video, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially about, you know, just stuff in the story. Like, by the time you're seeing this, I'll have probably seen more later on. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. But yeah, I'll see everyone next time. See you around.